I knew this was going to happen. I've been playing a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront, and I'm already kind of over it. As a moderate Battlefield fan, but a huge Star Wars fan, I had my reservations about this game, but I knew I would have fun at least for a little bit. So if this game's not for me, then who the hell's it for? No matter what you hear, this game is multiplayer only. It has some offline game modes, but they're not the main draw. They were just kind of thrown in there after the backlash that EA got when they announced that the game was multiplayer only. And nobody ever bought Unreal Tournament to play against the AI. If they did, they'd be fools. I actually like multiplayer shooters, and I was kind of into Battlefield 3 and 4 for a while, so this fits my interest pretty well. I should also note that I have never played any of the original Star Wars Battlefronts before, so I have no ties to the series. There's no nostalgia factor here. So I don't really care that the original Star Wars Battlefronts had campaigns. That's not what I'm thinking about when I'm playing this game. I'm judging it solely on the fact that it is a multiplayer shooter. The set pieces are absolutely gorgeous. This is one of the best looking games I have ever played. But besides that, this game gets kind of boring. I guess you could say the shooting mechanics are kind of unfun, and the inability to reload gives you this helpless feeling. Like, I have to shoot this guy because he's shooting at me, but if my gun overheats, then that's it. I can't shoot him anymore. A secondary weapon would alleviate this because you could just pull that out when your other gun overheats, but there is no secondary weapon. Besides that, there's only 4 maps. Playing as the heroes or the villains does add some variety, but they're a tad hard to control, and they're a little bit underpowered, which is kind of a good thing because you don't want them running around all OP. Despite all this, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so a reskin of Battlefield is totally fine with me. It kind of reminds me of the Call of Duty mod Galactic Warfare, but to be honest, a Call of Duty reskin probably would have been a little bit better. Anyway, with Battlefront, I had my fun flying around in an X-Wing, playing with friends and whatnot. I knew this was going to be a game that I played for a little bit with my casual friends before popping in something a little more MLG Pro, like Mario Maker. Don't laugh at me. 1v1 me and Mario Maker, you scrub. So if this game's not for me, then who the hell's it for? Well, there are plenty of casual gamers who are picking it up just because it's Star Wars. These people will have a great time as long as they A, have friends to play with, and B, don't mind the learning curve that comes with playing a multiplayer shooter, especially if they've never played one before. That's not to say that they should be turned off by the always online gameplay. It feels like the community is filled with people who are just trying to have fun in a Star Wars sandbox, so it's not super competitive. Also, casual gamers might not know what a really good multiplayer shooter experience feels like, so a moderately good multiplayer shooter experience will be amplified for them. So in short, if you're a very competitive gamer, this game's not for you. If you're not a Star Wars fan, this game is not for you. If you're a Star Wars fan and like shooters, this game might be for you. If you're a Star Wars fan, like shooters, but don't have a lot of money in your budget for games, this game might not be for you. There's not a lot of bang for your buck here. If you're a Star Wars fan and just want to play a modern game in that world, then this game might be for you, as long as you have friends that you're going to play with. What do you guys think? Have you played Star Wars Battlefront? What do you think of it? Also, if you haven't, did this video help you at all? Leave it in the comments below. Add me on Twitter. All this other social media garbage. You can also share this video with your friends who are thinking about getting the game. Maybe it'll help them out. Screensaver. Go away. Anyway, we got new videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We got live streams every single Thursday, and there's some more live streams. If you follow me on Twitter, they'll be random. They're going to come at you. Thank you guys very much. Have a good week. Happy Star Wars. You've got the looking and the strafing and whatever, but it also had a dedicated button for switching weapons and a reload / action button. These mechanics are still used today. Hell, even the reload button is where it is today. Every year I say this. Don't go shopping on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's
because that means you hate your family and you're supporting these companies that's making these people work on Thanksgiving instead of eating with their families.
right.
And even if the store opens at midnight, that means that the workers had to be there earlier.
Yeah.